So a couple months ago, I made a video talking about the Instagram AI situation, where there was a whole situation going on about Instagram using its AI to train off of users' artwork or just anything really that was posted on the app. And so then it followed a whole trend with a lot of artists making Instagram stories saying, Instagram, I don't give you the right to train off my shit, blah, 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 blah. And then you fast forward and then Kara start popping off, or Kara, sorry if I said it wrong. But following that situation, there's still one question that circles around that is discussed amongst my artist group and also on my Discord once in a while, which you should totally join, by the way. Link in the description below. We're almost at 500 members. Come on by. You can always leave if you don't like it, but what's the harm in at least checking it out? But the question has always been, is there any purpose really to posting on social media? Can you gain any traction? What's the real point of it, right? Because I'm gonna be blunt with you. I know a lot of people like to say, hey, Kara's the place to go. And I agree, if you want to see other artists' artwork. If you want to see other artists and what they post, and that's the greatest thing in the world for you, cool, go to Kara. It's a fucking great place for that. But, and that's the thing, before you go and typing on your keyboards and sitting there and getting mad because I'm saying but, you got to realize that if you want people to actually see your fucking art, you want just regular, normal, casual people who don't draw, who just likes to enjoy consuming art, Kara is not the place for that. You are not going to reach a market of people who do it. It's not to say that you can't. Let me be clear on that. It's not to say that you can't reach people who may casually just want to see what artists post on something like Kara. But if you really want to reach like a wide net, because that's the whole point, you want people to see your art, you need to cast a wide net, then you got to sit there and post on things such as Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know who uses Facebook anymore, but Facebook as well too. But the question really comes down to this now. Is there actually a purpose to it? Will you actually gain traction? Will you get seen if you don't have an established following to begin with? And that's been something that's been circled around my artist group, and it's something that I just want to discuss about today and sort of share my own opinions and my own experience so far, what I've seen personally. So for those that don't know, this isn't my first YouTube channel. This is actually my second. You want to go subscribe to my main one. It's called This Is Wasabi. Same thing as this, except it's not art oriented. The reason I made this channel is because I wanted to start making more art type videos, and I wanted to post about my art journey. And so I didn't want to put it on my main channel because it didn't really have a place there. Hence why I made this channel. But the point I'm getting at is I've been doing YouTube, I've been doing social media, I've seen it all, I've been around the game for a hot minute, so I've gotten a pretty good idea on sort of what works, what doesn't, and it's honestly pretty sad if I'm being completely honest with you, because with the knowledge that I've gained from building my first YouTube channel, and then of course building this one and just trying to get it out there, and then add on top of that trying to post on social media, is that really you're kind of almost forced to spend money, or you got to get really lucky in the algorithm, if I'm being completely honest with you. And the thing is, the algorithm really isn't something that you can just play like a fiddle. It's something that it's always constantly changing on social media. You can sit there and follow art trends. It doesn't mean that your art's going to pop off. I guarantee there's a lot of artists watching this video right now that have probably tried to share their art on social media and it doesn't get anywhere, but then they'll see something show up in their timeline and they're like, how the fuck is this popping off but mine isn't? And I want to be honest, there's nothing wrong feeling that. Like, you can sit there and be jealous or upset, or sit there and be mad that someone else's shit's taken off but yours isn't. That's perfectly fine, and that's normal to feel. That is a human emotion. Everyone's gonna feel jealousy in some way, shape, or form. You're gonna see something and be like, fuck, why the fuck didn't I think of that? Why couldn't I create this? Or why is this garbage taken off but mine isn't? I guarantee you have the same thoughts every time you sit there and see AI slop show up on your timeline and you see it gets like 40,000 likes and almost 1 million views on it, and then your post is sitting there at like 10 views and maybe 1 like, and it's because you accidentally clicked on your own post and liked it. You're gonna be fucking mad. It's just natural to feel that way. But the point is, posting on social media is really an unfair game. All in all, it's really just cruel. It's brutal. You're gonna get people who will sit there and say that, oh my God, my shit's doing so bad. And then you look at it and their like to view ratio is fucking phenomenal. You can sit there and see they got like 200, 300, 400 likes, and then they got like 1,000 views only on their posts. And then you're gonna sit there and be like, bro, what the fuck you talking about? That's fucking crazy. You sit there, you need to calm down. You need to sit back. And then you got Timmy over here that sit there and posted their artwork, and then they got maybe 5 likes and then almost 2,000 views on a post, and they're like, Oh my lord, does nobody like my shit? How the fuck does this get so many views but not a single person like my art? What on earth? And then both the first artist and the second artist both spiral into depression because one person feels like their shit's fucking trash while the other one is just feeling like garbage altogether because they're like, how the fuck are people viewing my art but no one's liking it? And then the first person's like, I barely get any views and I got like 100 likes, but why is my shit not reaching more people? And they're both dealing with their own shit, and then it just fucking comes crashing down. Social media is so fucking toxic and it's so fucking hard to really manage in this environment. And then when you add AI into the mix, it just gets a whole lot worse because those motherfuckers are just pumping out garbage 24/7. You'll sit there and see one new art post right now, and then fast forward like 5 or 6 hours later, a whole nother artwork, and then another 6 hours, a whole nother piece, while you're still sitting there trying to get your first piece done. It's just like, hey, yo, what the fuck, dog? How the fuck do I even compete against that? You can't. There's literally no way. They brute force. This is literally brute forcing your way into the algorithm when it comes to these AI artists. That's literally what they do. They're just brute forcing their way. I don't care how many tries that I use Photoshop and I do hand-drawn illustration with the AI. No, shut the fuck up, all right? I'm not even going to get into that bait. I already got many videos talking about it. The point is, when you look at this current social media landscape and the fact that when it comes to posting stuff online, that's who you're competing against now. It's not even you just going against other artists. And when I say competing, I'm not trying to do it in like some toxic mentality. It's just like a friendly competition, right? You're just like, oh shit, damn, they posted some fucking banger ass artwork. I need to step up my game and post some banger ass shit too. That's what I'm talking about. Just like friendly competition. But then when you got like AI art and you got these motherfuckers raking up the engagement because there's only so many views that can go around. My bad. Let me just give you the correct terms. Impressions. There's only so many impressions that can go around. Then it makes it even harder for your artwork to get any because now the AI slop is taking a chunk of that market. Because there's one thing I read. I was looking at some discussions about AI stuff and someone back like 2 years ago, and it was like, oh, AI is not going to affect the art world. It's not doing much. It's just another tool that's going to be used. And I mean, granted, that aged like milk. I'm going to be honest. It really aged like milk. I don't care how many go into the comments say, oh, art's still the same. Nothing's really changed. I don't know what planet you've been living on, but that's completely wrong. Again, you can go to Google now. You have your image results flooded with a lot of AI slop, a lot of AI garbage trash. You sit there and try to look up references, AI slop. You go on your social media timeline, AI slop. You go on YouTube, AI slop. It is everywhere. It has infected everything. It's even to the point where OpenAI's own creator has had to make a statement talking about that they need to train on copyright works. I was looking into this. I didn't even know this happened, but I want to share this real quick. So you can sit there and see right here. This was back in January. It said OpenAI pleads that it can't make money without using copyrighted materials for free. Wow. Wow. A company that is valued at over billions of dollars that is backed by Microsoft, and it would be impossible to train today's leading AI models without using copyrighted materials. Bro, what fucking planet do you live on? These motherfuckers making billions of dollars. Companies that are valued at over billion, honestly, probably overvalued by the time everything is said and done. But that's kind of how any tech company is. But talking about this, we can't make money. We gotta train off your shit, dog. We have to. What are we gonna do without it? And then there's this article recently by Forbes about a couple weeks ago that I found pretty interesting. Was this one says, is AI quietly sabotaging itself in the internet? And I think that's a very interesting one that I might make a video more specifically on later down the line. But the idea is, of course, if you've been on the internet recently or just over the past year or so, the AI slop has continued to flood the internet. It's not even just artwork or images or anything like that, just text. You sit there and try and find articles, AI generated articles, it just pulls shit off the internet. It's just not even accurate. And then that's where the real tainting really becomes on the internet, because AI doesn't know what's right or wrong and it just feeds you what it thinks is right. And so when you sit there and just put shit online and you just keep flooding it with more and more shit that can be generated like that, you're tainting the internet. And then the same content that these AI models used to sit there and pull from, they can't pull it no more without tainting their own models, because it's just slop feeding back into slop. It's actually pretty funny if you think about it. And so there's a question of this whole AI bubble and the whole situation going on with that. I'll say that for a whole nother discussion, but I just want to bring this up real quick. And then, of course, it's easy for someone to sit there and say, hey, who gives a fuck about the numbers? Who cares? It's not a big deal. It is what it is. You're supposed to be just posting your art and having fun. But we all know deep down inside that's cap. That's copium. Everybody, for the most part, I'm not saying you specifically, but a majority of people would like for other people to see their art. They would like it to be appreciated. People just want people to acknowledge and see the time and effort that they put into something and have it be recognized. That is common. That is something that is understandable. And there are many people out there. That's why we share our art. That's why we post it online. And again, there's nothing wrong with feeling that. But I think the question really does pose itself in where do we really go at this point? In 2024, almost 2025, you have Twitter, which is pretty much bot hell. You just got bots everywhere. I literally made a new post today, and I got two bot comment replies. Someone saying, "Oh my God, this may need a plushie. I can make her a plushie." Second was like, "Oh my God, I can help with that. I make custom plushies." Bitch, I just made a post that it's artwork. May is a fictional character. It's my original character that I made. And it is literally like, what? It makes no sense. You got fucking bot accounts upon bot accounts, and then you sit there and look at your likes, and guess what? It's another bot that liked it. Or I look in like my DMs, dog. It's fucking bots for days. I got maybe like 2 or 3 actual real DMs outside of like 40 plus actual bot DMs, all asking, "Hey, how are you doing? You doing great? Tell me what you think about this," or it's just some random nonsense. Twitter's a fucking cesspool, and you're lucky if you get half of real engagement on that platform. Can't even really tell you the views are really that authentic either. I guarantee you that shit is probably 50% real and 50% fake. Then you move to Instagram, a platform that wants you to use reels and only reels and nothing else. You can't actually make an actual real legitimate post and then put hashtags and have that shit ever really, for the most part, pop off. Doesn't happen, bro. All these platforms don't want you just making regular posts. And then the thing is, you can't even really use hashtags either. You can sit there and put them on there, but I'll be real with you, dog, that shit ain't going to go nowhere. For the most part, unless you're already in the algorithm, that hashtag ain't going to do shit for you. There's no fucking point. You might as well just post your art and hope that maybe it gets pushed out to more random people. But the chances of that happening, very unlikely unless you got some money that you want to cough up. And then when you go to TikTok, I'm going to be real with you. For all the shit that TikTok might do wrong and the issues and controversies it might have, I will be real with you. It is the one place that at least actively tries to push my artwork out there. It at least tries to find people time from time to actually see my shit. I can say with a whole 100% confidence that Twitter don't do that. No shot, bro. Maybe on the one off chance that I might make like fan art and then it gets like 200 views on it instead of the typical 50 views or less, then yeah, sure, I might meet one person. But I'll be better off just posting my shit on Reddit. I'm gonna be real with you. I'll be better off just posting on Reddit and say, "Hey, go check out my shit on Twitter, please. Go give it a like. Go do something. Just help boost it in the fucking algorithm." I would have a better chance of that doing well than actually trying to optimize my posting strategies on social media. Also, a notable mention is PixIV. I actually really enjoy that platform. It's, you know, while it has its things that you can sit there and criticize it for, I do think that honestly, out of all the platforms that I posted my art on, the one that I've gotten the most engagement out of and actually legitimate eyes is PixIV. Couldn't tell you why. Guess maybe it's because I make anime art and that's like an anime oriented type website. Could be the reason why. Couldn't really tell you, but I can't say, at least looking at my numbers, that's the one platform where I get the most engagement out of all the social media platforms. Now, does it lead to me getting commissions or anything like that? Fuck no, but it's not like I'm getting commissions on any other website anyway, so who gives a shit? I'd rather at least someone's liking my art and checking it out, and I can tell you that at least the only platform that's giving me that high is PixIV. Not sponsored or promote by them, but if I'm just being honest and blunt and transparent in this video, that's my current opinion, at least out of all the social media sites that I've used up to this point. But there is still one more that I will make that I'll at least make a mention of. And then you got Blue Sky, which, do I even need to say anything about it? I was kind of hopeful when it first came out to the public. I was like, oh yeah, maybe people might use Blue Sky. Ain't nobody using that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Ain't nobody using no Blue Sky. You already look at the fucking URL for that shit. It's already dead. No one's gonna sit there and remember that fucked up URL to go find an artist's profile, let alone a regular person's profile. Their website, I understand the purpose of it being decentralized, but until they get the URL problem fixed, I don't think it's going to get mass appeal, or not even close. Until you can type the website and then just put / whatever username that you can remember, I don't think it's really going to pop off. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyways, this video is just me kind of rambling on, just talking about a whole bunch of random shit. I sit there, I was thinking about it. By the time I got to the end, I was like, man, what the fuck am I even talking about at this point? I don't even know if this discussion is even worth it. I don't know if anyone gives a shit. I just want to do something a little bit different and just try and branch out on more topics, because I know I don't really upload that much, and I ask people for thoughts on things to talk about. No one said a fucking thing, so that's cool. I'll just make up my own shit then, and this is what I came up with. Who knows if this video is good or not? I'm just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Y'all like this type of shit? Maybe I make more. If you don't like it, maybe I still make more anyway, because I don't really care. I just want to make videos and talk about shit, because I've always found enjoyment in talking about things no matter what. AI videos, of course, are a given. Of course, I'll still keep making those. Those are like a given, right? That's kind of like the bread and butter of this channel currently. Y'all like the AI stuff, so I keep them coming. But I also want to talk about other stuff too, like the social media stuff. So we'll see how this goes. Also, please understand that this is just my opinion. This is just my personal experience and how I personally view things. You might have a different thought. You might think that my shit's entirely wrong. That's all right. I'm not here to debate you or argue. I'm just here to give my own perspective and my own thoughts and to talk about my journey so far into the whole art world and posting things online. I'm just here to share that and talk about it and just give my experience as well too, from making YouTube videos and being on social media for so many years already, and seeing how it's integrated into the art world and what knowledge that I can at least share from my personal experience. That's really it. Not saying that I'm right in everything that I talk about or that any of the shit's ever right. It's just me offering my thoughts and opinions and nothing more. That's it. Anyways, maybe this warranted the video. Consider giving a like, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.